Hi, my name is Bob. I'm the leader for the Quatrefinance team. In this video, I'll be showing a couple of things about our project we built from the Conflux Hydra Bootcamp. And first of all, before I proceed, I want to say a big thank you to the team for giving us this opportunity. It was a great time. So without further ado, let's proceed now. So first of all, I would like to show our contracts to see um, to show that we actually picked up some contracts. Okay, so here is the IDE. I'm using VS Code, and you can see here this is the base contract. We compress the contract to one file, and that's why you see the DexPool one file. Yeah, so DexPool one file is the base contract, and what it does is that it's the contract responsible for creating a band and adding users to the new community. So you can see from here all other functions are internal and private functions. So this is a public function that users can call. You can launch a band in street mode. You can launch a community in non-street mode, which is public. The other one is private, and a user can join any community if they supply the community pool ID. Okay, so an admin can can approve or disapprove a community, and an admin can also set update the token contract address. Then this is a public read-only function, and the guy what it returns instructs an array of addresses. So that is what this one does. So that's all about the contract. It's pretty much long, but I may not be able to cover everything in this video, so I will now proceed to the front end. So this is our website at Quatre.finance. What is Quatrefinance? Quatrefinance is a platform for decentralized applications. We consistently and we continuously build decentralized application using latest and sophisticated technology like a Conflux, like what we are doing now. So we are building our first products and experimenting using Conflux blockchain testnet, Conflux space testnet, if I'm right. Yeah, so we are building from these four categories of products, and that is what Quatrefinance will be building from. So we are actually building from the lending and borrow category right now. So without further ado, I'll just quickly explain how to interact with this application. So I'm going to launch the app from here. So Quatre Digesu, while it's loading, I'll explain what Quatre Digesu. Quatre Digesu is the first ever product launched by Quatrefinance in this Conflux Hydra Bootcamp. So what Quatrefinance does is that it's actually it decentralized applications that models after an African culture and try to digitalize it and make it available for anyone around the world to access or utilize it. So Quatrefinance allows two or more users, two or more people to raise fund or loan without interest. So what does it mean to raise a loan, to get or to obtain loan without interest? The trade-off there is that every participant in this scheme is a borrower and a lender at the same time. So if Bob and Alice have decided to form a community to raise funds among themselves without having to pay interest, so Bob will be a borrower and a lender at the same time, Alice will be a borrower and a lender. So if Bob contributes and Alice contributes and they give it to Bob, then Bob uses this amount of money to either trade or do anything for it within the amount of time that was set on the contract, Then Bob will pay this amount of money back, and as soon as he returns the money back to the pool, then it becomes available to Alex. Then Alex can also use that money from the same period of time. Then this scheme does not allow for interest because there is already a mutual benefit, between these participants. So this is what the Digesu allows the users to do, and that is just one of the uses of the Digesu, which is from the finance category. So the invest category allows users to commit the idle funds to earn more money, or to generate more profit from Quatre Digesu. On Quatre Digesu, we'll be having several categories to invest in, like staking. You can join a staking by category by staking your CFX or some other tokens. Then you earn more, and how you do that, everything will be displayed in this category. Then we have other categories like providing liquidity and investing in crypto startups and all of that. So everything is involved in this invest category. Then the other category, governance, allows users to participate in the DAO communities in decision making. You can join decision making arms of Quatrefinance by participating in the governance. Everything runs on Conflux blockchain. So that's all about that. You can read more from here. So how do we interact with Quatre Digesu? Let's assume now that I want to raise money. I need to raise money, and I just come over to the Quatre Digesu. Then I just create my own community. So here is how to interact with Quatre Digesu. So ensure you have MetaMask installed on your browser, and you configure it to be able to use to connect to Conflux blockchain. So I've already configured mine, and if you try to interact with this application, it tries to help you also add it details to your MetaMask. So here I'm going to reconnect my wallet because I've already connected before, so and I've been disconnected. I'll be reconnecting. So yeah, so you can see now these are the bands and community that are already created on Conflux blockchain. So you can see now the first selected blockchain is Conflux Space, and you have options to select few other ones, but for this tutorial I will be using Conflux. Then if you want to log out, you click here. You can see how to log out. So now this category allows me to create a band, and this is open categories, means bands that are still open, that are yet to be filled, and close means bands that are filled. This icon here, this lock icon, it shows screens, means that it's available for me to make contribution or to join the band. And the ones that are showing brown or red color means that I am already a member of this community. And this X sign means that I am not a member. The green sign means I am a member. And the current field means this is the current numbers of participants in these very bands. And you can see the band is public, and the details of the bands of the community is here. Yeah, so let me create a new band on. Okay, I'm going to click on new, create new. Then I can decide to create public or private, and based on the smart contract the other time I explained that user can either launch a public or private bands or community. So I'll be launching a public community now for this video. Then I just click here. Then it asks me how many members to expect. I'll put 3. The unit contribution I'll put 1 CFX. Then duration 2 days. This 2-day duration means that this is the time that each person who got finance can use this fund for. So if Bob get finance, being the first on the list, then is and the total amount in the pool is going to be released to Bob, then the Bob can use this amount of money the way he likes, but he must return it in 2 days time. But then we need collateral multiplier, which is the same thing as collateral index. One of the ways Quatrefinance trying to solve the problem, the existing problem in the African community, because there is no trust, and most people that involved in this scheme, they either not pay back or they went away with other people's money, because it is being run based on trust, based on I know you, you know me. That is why people come together to run this scheme based on trust. But Quatrefinance is removing this trust by leveraging the blockchain trustless fixtures. So that is one of the ways we solve the problem. So we are going to be using collateral multiplier. So anyone who wants to be a member of this community, who is a member of this community, who wants to get finance, must be subject to this collateral multiplier. So I'm going to be setting it as 150. 150 means 1.5 times the total amount in this pool that is ready to be given out. Okay, so at this point in time now, we're going to broadcast this transaction onto the Conflux blockchain. Let's run it and wait for MetaMask to broadcast this transaction for us. So I have sent this transaction. Okay, MetaMask is up now. This transaction now. Okay, this is double transaction. I'm going to reject it. So let's wait while the transaction is broadcast. Okay, so we have just 4 pools here that are already created. So we are going to wait for the transaction to be by now. It should be complete because transaction of Conflux is pretty much fast, and now it's not updating because of the bad network. So I'm just going to refresh that, and you can see we have the pool already created, and you can see it shows the red lock, means I am a member of this community. And here you can see here, these are the informations, read only information about this specific band. Then we can see the information about the bands. The specific band is here, my position, I'm the first person here, the amount I'm owing, and every other information can be seen from here. So this is how to create a community on Quatre Digesu. So right now, to show that anyone can join this community now, I'm just going to switch to another wallet quickly. Just gonna switch to this wallet. Okay, so then I'm going to refresh so that it can load. You can see now, so these are the community I'm part of already. This account has joined this community. Then I want to join this community now, so I'm going to click on this. So why I transact this, I'm also sending along with values equivalent to the amount that was expected as a unit value in the pool. So that is one. Then I'm going to confirm this transaction. Then this transaction is broadcasted already, is finalized, you can see from here. Then we can refresh now to see that this transaction is done. So that's pretty much about Digesu. So then on the investment
category, users are able to stake, to invest in any of this investment category. They can either use the stake finder. The stake finder allows user to stake on different platforms, and the cross-chain staking, which is the next feature we are going to work on. Then user can decide to provide liquidity, and it's also going to be cross-chain compatibility. Then startups, in crypto startup, user can also invest in crypto startups,